Hello, my name is Krista Cody. I'm going to be playing through you guys' games, giving you feedback through the month. Yeah, I currently don't have access to your FSO, so watch for communication from Jose and then use your Discord channel, the one that we have set up through Full Sail, to have more and consistent feedback communication with me. So we're going to play, who we're playing? 3 a.m. Excuse me, Studios, Project Sandstorm. So I want you guys to keep in mind when I play through this, I'm going to turn down the sound. Good news is your music works. So with the idea for this class of making a single playthrough game, so to speak, my initial playthrough of the game is going to be based on trying to achieve that. I know coming from last month, you might not have a lot of that time. So if I don't spend a lot of time in the overall playthrough, I will then go through your level selects and kind of give you guys feedback on your stuff, kind of talk about how we can merge it into one game. So again, we're trying to take your individual mechanics, individual levels that you guys created. Again, depending on the game, I don't fully know yet. It's the first time I'm seeing it, touching it. We need to set up how does the player start, how do they engage into the levels, how do they complete the levels, how can they tell the progression, how do they go to the next level, how do they eventually beat the game. So let's see what you guys got. I'm pretending, again, this is coming, I'm playing the actual game, the final game, so I'm trying to see what we're missing to get that full playthrough. And once again, I understand you're doing a lot of mechanic stuff in the beginning, so you don't have a lot of things. So just start off with in the very beginning, like, because I hit the start button, so I assume this is the very start of the game. Where am I? What am I doing? What's going on? You know, give me a hint. Hey, talk to this guy. Go destroy the things. I see I have health and mana and left and right attack. Oh, block. Okay, sorry. But I don't know anything else. So my assumption is the hack and slash game. We got the sprints. Cool. We got this. What is it? That sound. That. Plus E to interact. Whoa, look at the font. So you're still taking my camera movement from that's behind the player, it seems like. E for next dialogue. Obviously, it looks like you have no dialogue. Just looking at the HUD right here, obviously this is a lot of placeholder stuff, but because you have the a light background, your whites for your bottom right, your text, white text, stuff like that is getting a little blown out. It's hard to see. Not a huge deal, but just FYI. Next text. Let's see. Hello, traveler. I would like to have the press E for next dialogue underneath the blurry box, like maybe off to the right or something like that, off to the left. Before continuing the journey, I have a bit of practice dummies over here. Like, I know you guys aren't doing like a MMO or World of Warcraft or anything like that. But, you're starting off, hey, go talk to people. But just give them a starting. Have the objective, hey, explore, go talk to people. And then they can lead you into your next objectives. You supposed to move? Oh, he moved on me. Cool. So, just going off of the quest idea, so I'm kind of looking at your individual mechanics as we go. I just don't know who did what. I hit all 3 dummies once with your sword, but like with the cinematic part, I assume I completed it. Did I complete it? So, should it turn green? Do I have to re-talk to this guy? I can't talk to him, but it says E to interact. So make sure you're just updating on what you're able to do and what you can't do. So you should be like, hey, hit the dummies with your sword. All right, good job. We did that. Talk to him again. Hey, we see this open, but all right, cool. Talk to him again to turn it in, so to speak. I don't know if you're actually doing quest turn-ins like that, so again, forgive me as I just guess. Then have him, hey, head through the gate and talk to XXX, YZ, all your stuff. They have my objectives, but I don't know if it's still there. For future reference, I can tell you, and I'll probably look at it later, is those dummies. When I hit them, they kind of popped up in the air. Obviously, I wouldn't have them do that. It looks like they did something, and then the player's collision like pushed them away. Just for future reference, what I would start to do is have just start tying animations to them, like maybe have them do a death animation and fall over. Because your enemies, you're not going to want them to just stiffen up like a mannequin and fall over, I assume. E. So again, you're so first of all, I don't have that E to interact problem. I don't see it anymore with the camera. And B, look at your top right. You have now your overlapping text. If you have the E for dialogue at the bottom along your dialogue box, so it will always be. That would help out. And again, your objective's still just standing there. Use the grapple to reach the end of the course. Okay. Use the grapple to reach the end of the course. Again, your objectives are getting stacked. So hopefully you tell me how to use grapple. Use your grappling grip. How do I use my grappling grip? Again, I'm a gamer, so I can figure stuff out, but again, I'm trying to play it from an end user standpoint. Hey, checkpoints work. For future in your game, maybe you want to have, death sound, stuff like that. Maybe you want to have him die, fall over, fade to black, something. Okay. So I'm not sure how to use my grapple. Oh, I did not that. Also, notice that. Might give you issues later. I attack and I die, but watch when I respawn, I'm finishing my attack animation. So, not fully 100% getting reset. Okay. What is this? My weapon wheel. I assume this is going to change for things. Q, E, R, F, Z, X, T, G, B, H, J, M, K, L, O. So I'm not sure how to use the grapple. So basically, this is part of me playing through your stuff. I know hopefully you have more things and more things to look at. I'm not going to spend forever trying to figure out how to use the grapple, and you can easily tell me. This is something you guys got to update. Maybe this guy can tell me. Can't talk to him again? Is there a quest log or anything? Checkpoint options, resume. At least you got all this fun stuff. Is there a options, controls, interact, unlock, tab, primary action, secondary, dodge, mouse wheel? No, what am I doing? So I'm mouse wheeling, but I'm not seeing anything happen. And I'm not seeing anything specific about only a grapple. I'll have to try that. Unlock tab. Maybe I can lock onto them. I can't lock onto any grapples. Mouse wheel doesn't do anything. So at this point with this part, make sure you, maybe grapples is not even in, but make sure you tell the player how to grapple. But looking at the course, you won't kill the player or anything. Looks like you give them a nice practice introduction areas. That's cool. Your text is really getting overlap now. Hello, traveler. Here's your boomerang. Okay. My assumption is, do I have a boomerang? There. Looks like your attack animation spamming it might be a little too fast. Like your second attacks are cutting off your first. You can see kind of like, it looks like 1, 2, but if I double click it, you'll almost see the second one come out first. Where like you'll see him start to bring his arm back for the first one, but then you'll see him stab forward for the second one. You want to make them play out their animations. Basically, you have a startup pulling his arm back, a swing, a hit, that's your active frames, and then when he goes back to idle, that's going to be your recovery. So for your second stab, you want to start up 1, active 1, so he swings, and then in his recovery, that's when he basically goes into the stab. So I don't know where boomerangs are. I don't know where grapple hooks are. Some of them have archery now. Oh, there's my press E problem, my hanging text problem. Hello, traveler. Hit Hit your bow, all 5 emeralds. So again, I'm not hitting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Numpad, unlock. I'm not sure how to get my different stuff. And then my assumption is, once I do those 2 things, this door will unlock and give me more. Let me try to cheat. I'm not good at this part. It's not even letting me do it. Huh. So with this section, I know it's small. I assume you have more. Hope you have more. I'll play your individual levels. Just kind of cleaning up some of your quest portions, you know, your overlapping text, maybe changing the color when you actually completed it. Is there boomerangs or anything over here? Make sure your player is getting the items that they need. Oh, that's cool. Personally, as an animator, and looking at this stuff, I think he's probably standing a little too tall for it, but fine. So that first part we talked about, and in here it's pretty obvious of I need to get the grapple, show me the grapple. I assume it just should be in here, but I don't see it. So hopefully it's in other. I should not be able to, so I would say I should not be able to attack, you know, when I'm, where'd my mouse go? Can I only do it when I'm hovering over that one? That's cool, okay. But I don't think you should attack during this. And the other thing I would do is, you know, maybe you guys want to do something like some kind of time dilation, slow down time, you know, let people choose and then it comes back out. A lot of games do that. So holding this, hitting E, okay, that doesn't do anything. Okay. I was looking at the controls. I don't seem to be able to dodge. And tabbing doesn't seem to lock on anything. So that's all I have for this part. Like I said, I would start with an initial objective, give them something. Hey, talk to the first NPC. Just something to get them started. Or even just explore. You know, I know it sounds mediocre, but something. Then make sure you're updating your quest, you know, completed, all that fun stuff. All right, let's take a look at some of your menu stuff. I apologize about the beginning of the menu. Looking at your options, credits. Okay. Looking at your options, the one we tell a lot of people about is, so you got cool, you got this stuff. Where'd your music go? You had music. For your sound effect slider. When the player releases sound effects, play a sound effect so I can tell how it's being changed. Music's usually always has music playing, but not right now. They're cut out. Make sure you're updating this as the game goes, but that's fine right now. So the other thing you probably want to add in here is a gamma/brightness slider. That way, when you send your game out to people, they don't have to adjust their monitor to see your game. Especially game companies, they will not do that because their systems are all calibrated across the company. So when an artist makes something and somebody else looks at it in a different department, they're seeing the same thing the artist created, so to speak. The same lighting, the same colors, the same textures. So they're not going to change their stuff for you. I'm thinking about AAA games. A lot of them have that, you know, move the slider till you can barely see the icon. That's kind of the same thing. And maybe you have people who just don't like a dark game and want to bring it up. So let's look at some of your level select. I'll give you guys some feedback on your individual things. I'm not sure who did what or anything like that, so I'm just going to go down the list. I don't know if like this one's supposed to be the biggest one or this one or what. We're just going to go down the list. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's look at Toy Box because I assume it's just testing your stuff out. Interactables, E to collect. So when you're collecting something, just, you know, ding, you know, chime it, you know, let them know that they collected it. I don't have anything in here. Can I lock on in anything? Can I dodge? Can't dodge. Oh, there's an elevator. Can't jump. F to carry. F to carry. Hold F to carry. Press and hold F to carry. That doesn't work. What I like to do for stuff like this, not everybody does it. You don't have to do it, but where you have like the letter F in brackets, I'd make that a different color, just so it stands out. Enemy area, boss area. Let's just stay here for a minute. Platforms. Lock something. Platforms. Hiya! No. Triggerable. How do I trigger them? Now, I understand in here, I don't expect a bunch of feedback and tooltips and help. And here's your test area, so I don't care about that. Okay, cool. You got the... Depending on where these things will happen in the world, like obviously I just looked at it, so I kind of knew where it was. You might want to do a kind of like camera detach, pan over look, show it animating, and then come back to the player. That way, if it's far away or on the other side of a mountain. V to glide. Okay, I'm assuming it's somewhere else, but I'm not gliding. Respawn. Oh, my loot. It's not playing anything. Oh, look at these kicks. Look at these kicks, son. Okay. So obviously this is just more of an animation preference. This isn't saying you did it wrong. I'm just picturing, superhero movies, Flash and stuff like that. Like, so obviously you're charging, but I wouldn't let him, move at all when he charges. Have him go down to like the sprinter starting stance. Picture Flash getting ready to run out, and then boom, boom, they take off. You know what actually would be cooler too looking is don't use a bar. Have the words charging rush. Have words in white and have the words fill up the yellow, and then once it fills up, it kind of like flashes and brightens. The other thing you can do is when you have your bar charge up like this and the player releases, instead of just making it disappear, have that bar or the bar within the words that I talked about, have that charge down based on the time frame that you're able to run for. So if you're able to run for 10 seconds, that bar now drains for 10 seconds. So you can see, I have 1 second left, 2 seconds left to do anything. Oh, grapple. So again, I didn't get a grapple hook in that other area, so this is just more of a gamer preference thing, not an instructor you have to do thing. Do you want it to auto change to your item you picked up, or you want to leave it at your current item? So just FYI, obviously it says aim and fire, but you can't fire unless you aim. So these little green brackets, I'd probably make them a little bit bigger. Or at least when you do this and you hover over them, maybe they start off bigger, and then they're big, and then they kind of shrink down and close over, kind of like almost like targeting, lock on. Can't fire. I can only fire once. Okay. Do you see what's happening here? Not only that, it seems like your targeting icon is screen space. So even if the icon is close to me, the actual item is close to me, the icon is then really small. Yeah, I make that icon bigger. I'm assuming you can tell what's happening here. But what I wanted to do is chain from one to the other without having to drop. Okay, I'm doing it. I have to drop a little bit. But if I was doing it without seeing it, without letting it target a new one, it seems like I can just hover on this. If I keep spamming it. But yeah, cool. Can I detach as I'm... It'd be nice to like, hit jump and it's drop. Alright, cool. No big issues with that. Not that I have small ones either. Alright, I'm getting stuff. So my assumption is you just didn't have, you know, your start button from your main menu just wasn't fleshed out enough. So just here, my initial thought is, oh, I can charge it, huh? So one, if you're charging, keep playing that scratching sound. Also look at shooters. You know, maybe like, boom. It's cool that you have that, but maybe also like maybe just do like a exploding star spark effect. Cool. I don't have any issues with this. But actually, I do have an issue. But first of all, I don't have any arrows I can look at. All right. But it seems like I tap the button. Look how far it went and straight, and then I charge it. Like, what's the difference between tapping and charging? Do I go through stuff? Like, I don't have an arrow. I can't really tell. Actually, it looks like even the normal tapping went through it. Yeah, I see the arrow, and I tap it. Yeah. But I'm not sure what the difference between charge and not is. Hopefully, and then eventually, make sure when you introduce the player to the arrow, bow and arrow, that you tell them the difference between charge and not. Boomerang. Assuming I do this. So this is just playing around and feature creeping, you guys. I do that a lot, so you don't have to do what I'm about to say. Oh, I didn't really want to do that. I was just curious of what it was. In case you have that in the world, like, yeah, make sure, I don't know what that is. Make sure you tell them why. But I was just thinking with the bow, with the aiming of the boomerang. I don't know if you want to kind of like bing, 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 and kind of highlight them and then throw it and watch it go bing, 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 kind of like almost like a Batman using his batarang, you know, kind of marking all his targets. I'll come back to here and test that side. I want to see what's happening. Cool. Oh. Do I have all my stuff? No. Since we're here, I can mention this again. Like I said, what I would do here, just pretending, I know these are dummies, but pretending these are enemies later on in the level. You know, a hit sound, so you have the hit sound and the swing sound, awesome. But like have like the enemy, a death sound, and death animation. If you guys are going to have enemies, which I assume you are, that take more than one hit, you know, flash them red and have them go back to green until they actually die. Okay. Go back to the toy box. Alright, I want all that. No, I want that. Can't sprint in this game? Oh yeah, that's my charge boots. That's what I need. I have no clue what this is. I mean, obviously like a wand or something, but again, just make sure when you're first getting these things to the player that they are understanding what, you know, how to do it. Another thing I would do coming from a shooter standpoint is so I got my reticle, right? So first of all, you're blowing out your whiteness. Kind of, I don't know, I don't like the way that looks. Maybe you can give it like a scope look effect, and not like a scope, but you know, look up like a vignette where your corners, like a circular, like a dark area, like you're squinting a little bit or something. But what I like to do for shooters is I got my reticle, and then if I hover over an enemy, the reticle will turn red, and if I hover over a friendly character, or a friendly item or something, or a friendly character, it'll turn green. And it stays gray normally. Guess I got ice here. Am I supposed to do anything with ice? Oh, okay. See what you're doing with this guy? Do that to the guys when you when you, I know there's targeting dummy ones, but do that to the guys you actually fight in the world. For this, I would get, a blue texture of a puddle and have it underneath the big box at a scale of like 0. And as the box decreases, that puddle texture scales up and increases. Hi-ya! Let me see if you do it with the... Okay, yeah, cool. So all the other stuff I talked about, don't worry about. The only thing you're really missing from this, if you were to use this enemy in your world, is like flashing him, letting him know. Because later on you'll have actual like effects popping out, but for now you might not have that. What are these people? Whoa! Give me a sound, an effect for when you're picking up stuff like that. Health and mana pickups. I would spread these guys out a little bit more. Well, this is your testing, so it doesn't really matter. So if I hit him, will he take damage? I was wondering if the blue, maybe ice guy, takes more damage than your fire guy. Cool. So for this, just like, hitting an enemy, like blood splatter, sparks and stuff like that, basically sparks would be a good one. Get an effect and a sound for blocking, sword hitting a piece of wood. And then sparks to help show that you're blocking. But cool. Assuming this is fire, ice, and, I don't know, earth. Are you telling me I can use a bomb? That work? I wanted to do that. Okay. Not sure what those pedestals and all this stuff is for. F. Can't carry. Got an ice wand. Got a lever. What's this? You turn it into ice. Oh. Can I melt it now? Doesn't seem like. Whoa, we're moving. Thought I seen stuff move. Alright, never mind. Oh, it is moving. Okay, let's go look at more stuff. So if you're going to have parts like this in your game where you're really dark, obviously this is the mannequin, so it has that thing, that emissive part on his chest. But just think of games like Dark Souls and stuff like that, where they, you run around the environment and it's really dark, and no real like street lights or anything. You can put like a little light right around the player, so it just kind of it simulates, natural vision for the closest few feet in front of you. Where's my batarang? What is this? Oh, this is my glide thing. So easy one for this stuff that I can tell right now what's happening is, make sure you get some particle effects of like maybe wind going up and stuff like that. It doesn't look like you have an actual icon in your weapon wheel for... Okay, cool. Cool. We got a lot of the pieces, just got to work on more of the feedback. So I have to hold V, not just tap it, not just use it once. Does that use mana when I do that? Updraft, I want to walk on updraft and send to the platform. I see you say hold V to glide somewhere else, but where is that? Okay. Well, cool. That uses mana to glide? I don't understand that. Dun, 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 dun. Ooh. Can I just keep going up? Or is it just your... Is your canister hit? Okay. Splat. Alright, cool. Main menu. So you guys have a lot of stuff in here. I'm probably not going to be able to play through all of it in this section, but we'll see. Look at your MVP levels. G section. I don't know what any of this stuff means. We basically on the word. So hopefully, my assumption is this is going to be the same stuff I kind of looked at. Let's see if it has anything different. I'm just going to run through these. Assume it's all the same. Okay, cool. Again, quest update. Maybe you want to have your items out here you can pick up. Make sure there aren't any out here that I missed. Or at least you got to have those items, the grapple hook, the bow, you know, at the proper sections. Like I should have a grapple hook. Should have a grapple hook right here that I pick up. Because now I can't. You don't have any of them hidden, so. And then have your boomerang right here. Have your bow right here. And then I can't get past this, so. Menu, yep. Level select, MVP, L section. Oh, we go. Ooh. Is this the other side of that door? I don't know. Respawn. Tab. Oh, that's a. Obviously, you got to fix your target lock. That's a little no good. Where'd he go? So again, with you guys, with them dying, don't let them. I don't think you should have them fly off like that. I don't know if that's intended or not. I assume it's not. Have them fall to the ground. Death sound, death animation, and then one common problem. Not really a problem, but one common thing that a lot of people do is they just make the mesh disappear, right? So I don't want, instead of that, leave it on the ground for a set amount of time and then have it like fade out or disappear. You can have it fade out. You can simply have it sink into the ground for a few seconds. My assumption is in here, I'm supposed to have like the grapple and stuff from the previous section. And like the bow, but I don't see. Does this kill me? That probably shouldn't kill me just by walking into it like that. But I'm not really seeing how to get up here or go anywhere without anything. So, and even if you guys do have stuff, and it's like, oh, you just do this. This, what I'm trying to get across by showing you this is, if I'm having trouble seeing this stuff easily, a new user is probably going to have trouble seeing it easily. You might not be finished, and that's totally fine right now. Well, obviously you're not finished, but totally fine if you're just in progress. I'm just giving you, this is where I'm running into issues. Alright, so let's hopefully not spend hours on these, but let's see what you guys got. I'll try to run through them. Because we got milestone 1, milestone 2. Well, alright, we'll just kind of run through it. I don't have tab. There's a switch, grapple, bow. I definitely want my grapple. I assume I do. Try to bow out. I like the exclamation point and the sound you did for it. Doesn't seem like the bow is actually doing anything to anybody. Okay, there we go. A boomerang? Oh, you got the. So doing this, I don't want to mention before. This is where I would be like doom, 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 and then let the player throw it, and then you hit multiples. Usually I have trouble with people's melee combat, but with your shield and the combat overall is pretty decent. What I'm used to seeing. So good. The blocking. Oh. Like this needs to be a little bit looser. That's very. Like I'm even right on him. It's like I gotta be right on his head or something, and then it still didn't even do anything. And maybe you guys can do stuff. I don't know what your plans are, like a tactics type thing. Like maybe I use the the boomerang to stun them, and then that will allow me to run up to them. Laters. Uh-oh, am I trapped? Kind of, I'm supposed to go here. It's kind of a cool transition. Oh, I guess it rotates. If you really want to, it won't be for now, but for later on, if you really want to spice these up, obviously you can put a fire particle there, but then look how they do fire particles and how the size of it kind of fluctuates, and then you can take your light and kind of fluctuate the size and intensity so it looks like fire's flickering. I'm not sure about missing the attack sometimes, but and like before when I mentioned you should kind of tell them what to do, like the example of getting into this level, the overall quest would be, hey, get to the top of the tower. That way the person doesn't need to work to constantly going upward. Changing that staircase around. You got your puzzle going, I guess. This is a dead end. Oh, I'm not sure about this level. I mean, it has some cool stuff in there, but I'm not sure about getting all the way through it and completing it. Level select. What do we do here? Spider dungeon. Assuming I fight spiders. F to carry. I still can't carry anything. Shift F. Dun, dun. Hey! 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 As soon these things start lifting up, they create a staircase, and I have to use pressure plates, but I can't pick up those boxes to carry them. So make sure they're able to be picked up. Oh, I walked over this before. I didn't hear anything. Didn't see anything. Didn't see that up there, but maybe you want me to bring those in? Yeah, I'm not going to be able to pick up anything. Level select, it's not flying castle. That's a big sword. Stuff like this is kind of cool from a design perspective, but you can, kind of show off where they're supposed to be going. They can get an idea. Boots. New kicks, son. But do I just... Okay. Now, does he do that everywhere? Kind of hard to judge because you can not move and like barely move with it. So kind of like when you're introducing them to this stuff, you probably want to give them, especially if they have to jump a gap, give them a gap they can jump, but if they fall and fail the gap, they can just kind of run back up and retry it, not die and have to reload. Kind of getting it. Yeah. But maybe this is used in other levels to get through some of this stuff. You see what I did there? I was able to use your charge and keep moving during your cutscene. So I know you guys have a lock on, and it does that, unfortunately. But you should also have, when you're attacking enemies, let me get over here to show you. You probably want 2 extra things to go with it. Meaning, you want to have like from off of an angle, kind of like a homing. So if I'm off a little bit, if I'm close enough and I'm off angle, I will. If somebody is in a decent frustum, like a 45-degree angle in front of me or something like that, if they're not directly in front of me within that extra angle, I will auto turn to them and attack them. So if this is the enemy, this chair, perfect, and I hit him. But if I swing this way and I miss, you'll just do like a quick little, as I'm attacking, it'll home towards him. The other thing you can do is some games, you ever notice you'll have enemies that you'll run up to attack, but the enemy themselves will backpedal. And then as they're backpedaling, your swing misses because they backpedal out of your range. What you want to do for some of that is, like, say the enemy is standing on this block. is when I swing. I mean, you kind of have it actually already, but maybe you want to do this is like a natural walking forward in the swing. Maybe you want to do a little bit more, maybe like twice as far for your homing. But it looks like I can spam. Like I don't have to fully charge. It looks like I can just spam this and. No, okay. So you see, like the door didn't even. I didn't run into the door to open it. It was kind of. I sort of did, but not really. Like that one right there, the second time. So if I run up to it, tap twice. So I don't know if you want to make it. You have to do a certain amount of time, distance, to actually have it work. Also, you can see this problem with the animation. So I attack, but then I go to block, right? Attack, block. I wonder if I can block and attack at the same time like that. So kind of like again with the chaining of animations, you're just gonna want like basically one to play out before the other starts, unless you want to have like a cancel mechanic. Boop, 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 boop. Yeah, there I'm doing attacking the block, attacking the block, attacking the block. Wasn't far enough for that one. Oh yeah, I forgot I could mouse wheel stuff. Why is the door not opening now? Your door stopped opening on me. Everything seems good. You guys just got to start stringing them together. I don't know how you exactly plan on doing some of this stuff. If it's like a hub world or if it's a linear game. We'll find out. Oh. Didn't see that at all. Can't cross, need glider. Okay, is there a glider anywhere in here? I got a boomerang. How does that help me? A bow. I'm not sure how to. Oh, oh. Okay. See, now I understand that this might be a later level, and the player knows to do stuff like that to use their arrow, look around. But with that, you probably got to make those maybe a little bit brighter, a little stand out a bit more. Like, I just attacked him twice and nothing happened. Okay. What did I open? What did I get? I don't know. A little dark. Could be my monitor also. Oh. Alright, I hit the V key before I ran off the ledge. What? It's just that little bitty thing, like if you hit V before you get off the ledge, it won't work. I almost didn't see those. This is really dark. And nothing. And miss any? Can't really tell. So obviously the cool thing about the glider stuff would be, having the glider actually, pop out and animate when you hit V. Some kind of a difference to show when you're actually gliding when you're not. Because right now you just have the item there, and it's hard to tell if I'm gliding or not. And obviously I have to hit V. The swamp level. Music. Where's that been? Doesn't seem like it works. Your bows and like your pickups like this, maybe you want to have like a particle effect around or something to show them off a little bit better. I didn't even see that thing. Hopefully you guys can hear me over this music. Or hold on a second, let's do this. Cheat a second. Mixer. Dun, 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 dun. 50. Okay. Did it not work? Okay. Alright. Obviously other sound effects will be lower, but where are you running? Oh. Not your buddy there, huh? Not sure. I see charge level underneath my mana, and that's for the bow, but I have the sword equipped right now. Okay. I turned that one off. I feel like you should turn it on. Make sure you get sounds for that. You're powering down, crackling or something. Oh. Alrighty. I don't have my boots, so I can't charge through there. One second. Oh, there's... Okay, that shouldn't have seemed like much, but I'm back. Had a visitor. We go in here. Is this the same one? Oh, I bet I know what I need to do. Yay, magic. Okay, a bunch of puzzles, figuring out where to go, what to shoot next. Is that not working? Well, apparently I'm out of mana. How do I gain more mana? Oh, there it goes. Oh, I didn't see this door here. Whoopsie. Just a reminder, in here sounds are a little low, but I turned it down for your music was really loud. Okay, I got a bunch of puzzle stuff going on. Make sure when you do this stuff, have some find a nice sound of like water freezing over, that kind of freezing up sound. That'd be really nice. And back in here. This is the red door that opened. Oh, we got a big boss or something? A green guy. Looks a little stretched. Can't really tell if I'm hitting them or not. Laters. And then just FYI, it looks like might happen. So he killed me, right? And I respawned, and he was right there, just still coming at me. Just watch that type of stuff, because what might happen is you might kill an enemy. An enemy might kill you right here. Watch, for example, and I respawn. Where's this enemy going to be at? What state is he going to be in? He's right here in front of me, still swinging on me. So you definitely don't want that. I didn't want to do that. I didn't want to do that. What I want to do... Huh. Okie dokie. You got your mixture of things, using your bow and your wand. So hopefully you guys are doing that. The idea is to do that more throughout the rest of the game. Your boomerangs, your glides with enemies. I'm not 100% sure how to get to there. Oh, oh. Oh. And we're back in here. Is that it? Nope. I beated it. Cool, cool, cool. And so you just sent me back to here. So I'm assuming that was it and done. Glider. I think that was Swamp Temple. Let me just double check. Yeah. Okay. We'll select Swamp Ice. Assume I'm gonna need a lot of freezing stuff. I thought I was sliding around, but I don't seem to be sliding anymore. This reflective stuff is this is really dark. It's reflective. Is it underneath or above? I can't see anything. But there's something that I can't see anything in here. No clue what's going on. I'm running into stuff hoping it happens. I can't see a thing. Looks like there's no floor. I can't even look at this. I see an exclamation point. I think there's a guy over there. I have no idea. Things are moving, or am I moving into them? I can't tell what is going on here. I guess I don't go there. I have no idea what's going on. I assume I'm supposed to do something with these blocks. Whoa, buddy. I can't tell if I'm sliding or if he's sliding or if... I can't tell what's going on. looks like I can just push through everything. Very hard to tell what's going on here. Like, at least this area is a bit brighter. Oh, there's a big hole. So other than navigating an area and then fighting enemies, I'm not seeing like a mechanic at all. Like, not saying I don't see a mechanic, but I'm not seeing 100% of anything unique to the level that I really need to look at and go into right now. Does that make sense? Like, I'm sliding now. So the other thing I wanted to point out when you're sliding, because sometimes it doesn't seem like I'm doing it. If I right-click the block, I'm still sliding, but now he is sliding. Sometimes it seems like maybe it's just the darkness was messing with me. What? How did that happen? Hey, at least up here I can see stuff. Am I supposed to just push them up like that? Seems awkward. I don't know what this is. So yeah, I'm not 100% sure to do with this level. And it looks like you're playing with the ice block mechanic, and I've seen that in other levels working, so. Do I play the flute? Okay. I hack up bushes or something? Oh. Don't have anything else. Oh. Am I missing anything? I mean, obviously I am, but like, I don't have grapple to do that. I'm not sure. Not sure about that level. Bomb level. 3 more. It's dangerous to go alone. Take these. Oh my goodness, how helpful. Press K to detonate the bomb. Pink boxes can be blown up when close to bombs. Can I pick up the bomb? No. Should probably give a little bit of a timer / effect. You hit K and like 3 seconds and it blows up. It's behind the house. No Easter eggs. What kind of designers are you? Okay. Ooh, secret here. It's like, how close do I have to be to hit K? Oh, see, like that blew up. I didn't even realize it. Maybe you want to bomb spirits will generate bombs every time a bomb is detonated. I assume that's the dispenser. I detonated the bomb on the dispenser and then nothing. I was thinking I could break through his armor like I broke through walls. You see what happened there? I died just as I was starting to charge, so I respawned with the charging going. And it seems like... Okay, now I am getting hit. If I just tap it, it gets me out of it. And there's your explanation of your enemies with your rock armors. Alright, cool. So my health is still going. I'm still getting attacked during that cutscene. You definitely don't want that. Won't take damage until you blow up their armor. Again, my bombs. Let's try this. My bombs weren't respawning. So for the player, being able to tell when they can activate that will be helpful. No, come back here, bomb. Well, I got no bombs. I'll work on your bomb reloading. Sun Temple. Hello, traveler. I'm going through these temples. The symbols outside are going to tell you which symbol you have to step on to get safely to the other side. Okay. Respawn. Collect. Circles? Is that what that means? Or do I have to go around the building and look at all of them? And it might be a little big. Making it easy. But it's your first one, so it should be easy. Maybe you can do smaller ones later, or have them pulse and change color or change pattern on you. So it's not always exactly the same. Okay. Huh? What is that? So knowing this, do I even have to... Is there anything out here I have to do? Well, I guess I gotta unlock that door. How does it want to unlock the door? I'm not seeing a door unlock. Kill me. Okay. I keep wanting to hit shift to sprint. Your dodge still... I don't do anything with dodging. And there's the bow. Went through there. I'm not seeing how to open this door. Do I have to kill everybody? It seemed like that did something one time. The thing you're definitely going to want to do with these guys, your ranged, is kind of, for the player, give them some kind of indication that Obviously with an animation will help, like drawing a bow and then firing, but letting the player know that they're about to fire. Okay, I had to kill everybody. You gotta let the players know that. Clear the area, unlock the door, or something like that. What was it? Squares? Can I cut through here? Can I cut through here? Oh, what's the light? What's the light doing? I can't see. I'm dead. I'm dead, but didn't unlock the door. How did that work? Alright, let's just go over pink squares that I can't see. I can't see that at all. What just happened? What? What is this? I definitely can't get past it now. Oh, there's a switch. Oh, that's what's happening. I didn't even notice the top was falling down. Get some sounds of that. All right. Whoa, what's going on? What just happened? I must have accidentally hit something on the keyboard. X. Oh, what's he doing? Alright, there's a guy over here, there's a guy on the ground, there's a guy over there. Like in a level like this, you're somehow telling them to clear the guards to open the way or something of that nature. Alright, go all the way over for this other guy. My boots. Actually, can I do this? Oh, I think I thought I was dropping behind the. Taking the secret way. So obviously you don't want your player getting out the world. You want kill planes underneath if that's an issue. I should just have like two guys in here, I think. Yeah, I thought I was going to drop down like here and come down. The checkpoint stuff is all nice and working. Cool. I fell on the outside. Oh well. Alright, almost there. Almost there. is this? Blue X's. All right. Are you supposed to have charge boots by the time you get here? Alright, I'll see if I can cheat through it. Seems like this should just reset. If you die. So I do notice your patterns and your icons are getting smaller, so that's cool. That one looks a little floaty. What? X X X X X X X X X X X X X X X X X X X X X X dude 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 dude. Just a classic of I'm trying to cut corners, it'll register as a bad hit and kill me. So go through the middle of each one perfectly. Is there a reason that we would open this door, go through all this to open this door? Or like, why aren't this door and this door the same door? The boss fight? The boss fight? You want to fight? Ooh. Yeah, your ability to block and attack makes it real easy. I see the ragdoll happening. I don't like ragdoll like that. It just looks funky. You can do a death animation. What they actually do at ragdoll lots of times, what you should do is you start a death animation, and then you blend into ragdoll. So like somebody got shot in the stomach, and they're keeling over. They would start to keel over, grab their stomach, but then physics would take over, and then when they land and hit the ground, then they would flop and do whatever. Okay. Cool. We have another one? Where are we at? Level select. Rush Boots Village? Nothing. Good morning. Chief was looking for you. Nice to meet you at his hut. He saw you at the top of the hill. Hurry up, we'll see him. Alright. Top of the hill. See, this seems like a good level. It's like your starting level to kind of introduce the players to the game and what they're doing. I'm not saying these are the exact steps that you're doing, but hey, go to the chief, talk to him, and he kind of explains the general idea of the story. And okay, now I'm off to go do my thing. Again, I would have your quest objective still up at the top, right? That will be helpful. And then they could lead you to like a training ground, this tutorial area, which it seems like you got some of it going on here. Okay. Really, what I would do at training dummies, I know I gave you a different thing before, but you can leave them just staying here, and you swing on them, they turn red, they flash, and they just kind of shake, and then they just stand there. That way you never actually quote unquote kill your training dummies. You can just keep training with them. Hit each dummy one time, something like that. What you got? Alrighty, never practice. Hit those emeralds. If you haven't practiced your sword, head over. So, do we have to do this? It says practice. So. Does anything happen after I've done it? No. Oh, something did happen. Okay. Eat all this food. Nom 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 nom. I'm not sure if this is the door that opened. Well, I already have a bow. Alright, I'm trying to cheat and not fight all these guys. It's kind of big and open, but that's all fine. Okay. This back to the other one. Okay. I'm not gonna play through all this if it's the same one, but we'll look. Let's have a little peek. Okay, yeah, it looks like the same thing. This stuff falls on me as I. Yep. Okay. Level select. Rush boot ruins. No booties. Again, a little dark in here. So again, with the darkness stuff, that could be when I talk about adding lights, etc., etc. This could be a great spot where maybe if it's too dark, I just go and change the brightness up. The more you hold, as I say, the more you hold, the more you will charge it. Don't be afraid of gaps. The rush will help you with them. Oh. So I'm going to mention how when I first played this stuff with the shoes in the other level, it was kind of like your playthrough, and I was mentioning how it'd be helpful to show them and tell them all this stuff. So cool, you guys are doing it in your individual levels. Just make sure you're adding those to your finalized levels as introduction pieces and things like that. Yeah, I don't like to look at him doing that little waddle while he does it, but whatever. Oh, I didn't see that. Bumping into someone can be fun sometimes. Where'd the enemies go? Alright, let's try this again. So before I died, and I killed them in respawn, but it didn't seem like it opened up the doors. Actually, this is a different part. So just like in the other level, when the enemies were attacking me during the cutscene, I shouldn't be able to do stuff like that during the cutscene. Boomerang will be very useful here. Right mouse and aim around. And here. See, I wish I could be like, bink, bink. Can I just hit this? I got a boomerang. Ooh. See, maybe these with the green and red, maybe actually make them like kind of like lights or emissive, so they kind of show up. Really hard to tell if they're not lit up. Yeah, I can't even see these. I'm just hoping and guessing. Not 100% sure what to do now. Not sure. Scanning. Don't see anything else to throw in the room. I'm not sure. All right. So hopefully that gave you guys a lot of feedback, decent feedback. The main thing, again, for this class is what we want to do is picture your finalized game, a game you just bought. You don't want to play through individual mechanic levels. That wouldn't be as fun, right? You want to build up toward the progress, toward the end version of the game. So how do you guys start? How does the player, get introduced to your game? Is it hub world? Is it a linear fashion? How do we play through? How does the player track their progress? Those are things you got to think about and come up with. Obviously, reach out to me if you guys want to talk about anything, discuss anything on Discord. Use your team channel, please. I am much more available in there than on FSO. Right now, I'm not even assigned to anybody in FSO, so we're still working on that part. Yep, feel free to reach out if you guys have any issues, questions, or concerns. Other than that, till next time.